Uh,
Sorry?
so Godkilla,
I missed that. Yes.
can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you now.
Okay, so I want to start first from a concept of pain. Okay, so let me ask
I'm
you,
listening.
is pain a bad thing?
But not entirely. Let me try to answer it carefully. Yes.
Okay, so maybe let me ask you this question: what is pain?
Pain is a feeling of discomfort. I mean, I can look it up. Definition.
Okay,
Yeah, it's a
no, I
feeling
get that. I like that. I like
discomfort.
that answer. It's a feeling of discomfort.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what's the purpose of pain?
It's like I guess a signal.
So you can agree with me that pain is an indicator
Yes, it's a warning signal for the body.
that something is wrong, right?
Yes.
Okay, so how then do you classify? Okay, before I go there, let me ask you a question. If a person puts their hands on fire, how do they know that they're burning up?
It's a signal, the sensory signal. Pain.
Which is the pain, yeah? So if that signal is that pain is not there, don't you think that they'll get consumed and not even know that they're being consumed?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, if the pain isn't there and there's no signal to make you even subconsciously take your hand away from the fire, then I guess you will be consumed. Yes.
So, how would you feel if we had a world where we don't have the indication that something is wrong? When something
A
becomes
world
wrong?
where we don't have an indication of something being wrong.
Yeah, so imagine that there's a world where there's no indication when something goes wrong. There's nothing to indicate to you that something is wrong. What kind of world do you think that would be?
I can't imagine now. I can't imagine. It's almost like imagining not having senses.
Good.
I can't.
So that's you saying, that's exactly what you're saying, that you want a world where God takes away pain, which is supposed to be an indicator to us that something is wrong.
No, I'm not asking for a world where there's no pain. I'm asking why the
What are you
focus
asking
is.
for?
Yeah, why the focus is on. There's an echo. I don't know why. We can take this away.
That's the second part. That's the second part of your argument. That's the second part. The first part is trying to attribute pain
Wait, let me.
to the sovereignty of God. So there are two
No,
parts
I
to
think
your
it's,
argument.
it's probably your car play or
first part-
something that you're using. It's causing a delay. People are starting to.
You know what? Let me turn it off. Can you hear me better now?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Can you hear me
Yes.
better
There's no delay. Yes, there's no feedback.
now? All right. Good.
So sorry, can you come back with your question?
Oh, my question to you is this, right? If the both of us have agreed that pain is an indicator, right, to show that something is not right, something is wrong, do you think that it would have been a wise thing for this almighty and all-sovereign God to get rid of this indicator that points us to the fact that something is wrong?
No, actually, no. That's what I was answering. Yes, that's not the point of contention.
No, I'm
actually,
going
the
there. I'm
question
going there. I'm
posing
just
here.
starting from somewhere.
Well, I've already answered it by saying, well, if it makes no sense for us not to have senses, a reason why I can't imagine it.
Okay, so let's go to the second part. Salvation. What do you think is from the word, W-R-D, from the word salvation? What do you think it means?
Simply to be saved.
Okay, from something, not just simply to be saved. To be saved means to be removed or rescued from something.
Yeah, salvation is a verb for saving someone, I guess.
Yes, but what I'm saying is you can't save someone when they're not in danger of something.
Sorry.
You get my point?
Yes.
Good. So what are we being saved from?
Oh, from sin. And what does that say? But Jesus set me free from sin and sorrow. But Jesus set me free. Should I look for more? Yeah, from sin and the grave. Sin, that's sin and the grave, by the way. Yes.
I think you were breaking. Your line was breaking. I didn't hear anything.
From three things: death, sin, and the grave.
Okay.
I think that's from a
So we're saved from
Bible
death.
verse. Yes.
Okay. So the salvation of Christ that Christ brings, do you know what it means? Do you actually understand it? Do you actually understand the meaning of salvation?
That's what we started. We agreed that it means saving someone, and to save someone implies they were in some kind of danger.
Exactly. So you listed three things that we are saved from. You said one is death. So is it only believers that are saved from death?
Did you ask a question? You broke
Yeah,
up
it's a
just for a
question.
second.
So I said, is it only believers that are saved from death?
I don't think anyone is saved from death. No
Okay, so I think I overheard you said you were once a Christian.
A minister.
Okay, so I think maybe
bring down the Holy Ghost. Sorry.
Hold on. I think maybe there's a problem with where and whoever taught you about these things, because first and foremost, the death of Jesus, right? You rightly said from three things. One of those things is death, right? The death of Christ saves everyone from death, not only believers. So let me explain.
I don't want to engage you. That's why I was giving the answers I gave, because I don't know what you mean by saving. I do know anyone. What does it mean to save someone from death?
Okay, so what I'm saying is this:
they wouldn't die, right?
The death of Jesus guarantees everyone to resurrect again to be judged. Do you get that clear?
Right.
So
no, it doesn't necessarily guarantee everyone
salvation
to be raised and judged. I think it rather guarantees the entry of the saved.
Okay, so that's why I'm saying whoever taught you scriptures did not teach you properly.
No, you explain to me how the death of Jesus.
Let me explain. The death of Jesus guarantees resurrection of everyone. However, when we all resurrect, some resurrect to eternal life and some resurrect to eternal damnation.
Wow. Okay, if you say so, like I was on with Darkman in the morning. You see, I told him I don't want to give him one specific way to make it to heaven or to be saved, because there are many different understandings.
No, so I'm trying to explain to you that your concept of salvation in itself is wrong.
No, it's not mine. It's not mine. No, I learned it from church and many other places. I mean, even from the things that Christians have said.
Hold on, brother.
I cannot see. It's not necessarily wrong. You just have a different one.
No, it's not a different one.
Otherwise, we can find some Christians to disagree with you.
No,
it's not
you
like
were
that's written in stone.
No. So listen, I'm following your chain of thought. When I asked you about salvation, you said we're saved from three things. Right? You said we're saved from three things. Do you remember saying that?
The Bible is the one that says it. You just asked me what we're saved from, and I gave you the Bible verse.
Yes. However, I'm trying to explain to you the different salvation as regards the three things that you mentioned. So when we are saved from death, it doesn't mean that people who believe in Jesus will not die. Do you agree with me?
I can't agree. That's what I was saying. I cannot agree.
Okay.
We don't have victory of death. We're all unalive, bro.
Do Christians unalive?
Of course.
Good.
Of course.
So if you claim that salvation is one of the three salvation is from death, then how are believers still dying or still unaliving?
Your believers still unaliving.
Yes.
By taking their last breaths.
No. If salvation,
Okay.
if salvation,
See, the thing
one of
is, the thing is
salvation
that
is, wait, hold on. If one of the branches of salvation is salvation from death, right? And believers are still unaliving, they're still dying, right? You see that does not work. That's not true. So to understand what death is talking about, you go back to scriptures and understand what it means by salvation from death. So that death means that the unaliving of Christ gives the permission for every human being who has ever existed to come back to life.
wow.
For judgment. And that's why in Revelation it says that all shall rise, but some will rise unto eternal damnation, and some will rise into
I don't think you realize how impossible that is.
What do you mean is impossible?
So you really believe in the bones are going to join to each other and all of that?
Well, that's not what we are dealing with today. But if you don't believe it, that's because you don't. That's fine. But where I'm going
because just imagining that like you said, everyone who has ever lived.
Brother, you succeed in doing these things with other people. Let's not shift the topic. Let's not shift the topic.
Go ahead, sorry.
So what I'm trying to show you is that the concept of salvation is from sin, from death. So one of the salvation is to change our behavior. And when you start asking if salvation is the ultimate goal, and yet he's concerned with how we behave, you just mentioned that one of the salvation that is in that branch, that 3 branches, is salvation from sin. And sin is an action that we carry out. So if we are being saved from sin, that means we are being saved to change the way we behave. Okay?
Yeah, but as I know, well, a lot of Christians sin. Like I even said with my reinforcement, more than me. I think I'm more holy than a lot of Christians.
Yeah, well, but that's not what we are arguing. Like I said, don't shift the
conversation. Without divine law, I'm still holy.
Yeah, bro, we're not trying to determine who is holier. We're trying to say what the scripture says, right? Now,
but isn't holiness that? Okay, go ahead.
Holiness does not. Holiness does not necessarily constitute the actions that you carry out. You become holy by a person. But anyway, let's not go into that. Now, let me come back to what I was trying to get at with you. So, when you look at the whole scripture, yeah, what percentage would you say talks about? Because I heard you say it before, and I wanted you to, so that it doesn't look like I'm taking your words out of context. What percentage would you think the Bible talks about smirking? So if the whole Bible, the whole writings of the scripture is 100, how many percent do you think focuses on smirking?
It's a very huge book, so I can't give up to 5%. I mean, I can't tell you. I can't. I'm sorry, I haven't done that kind of research.
Okay, the reason why
but the kind of research I did was finding the number of times the title Pharaoh was mentioned in the book of Exodus and stuff like that, but not how many times God spoke about sexuality. It was actually ChatGPT when I was trying to find those verses that say, yeah, there's a lot of like complete. It's not like one verse here, one verse over there. There are a lot of chapters where just from start to end, God is into this thing. A lot of different places.
So my question,
that's what I'm talking about.
Good. So, and the reason why I decided to ask is because when you were talking to Striving, you made mention about how a book talks 50% about a particular thing. That means that thing is important. And that's why I brought it back to you to say how many percent, because in that conversation, it sounds like you were saying that 50% of the Bible talks about smirking. That's why I brought your attention to it.
No, it was just a kind of way to represent it. It's like, if you cannot tell me that you have a book of laws and then half of those laws are speaking about, well, half in a sense, again, figurative, it's talking about something that does not have to do with the purpose of the law.
Godkilla. It's easy now to call it figuratively, but when you were actively having that conversation,
you need more time.
Just 5 minutes. Just 5 minutes. So I think I'll be done in 5 minutes. Right. So
Yeah, I'm just trying to explain the context of that statement.
no, I do,
Yeah.
but it wasn't very honest because whoever was listening to you at that time will think that the Bible has nothing else to talk about.
People don't. He wasn't letting me speak,
It's
so I have to put in
okay.
sound bites here and there.
It's okay. So let me ask you this now: Can I plead with you? Is it possible for me to ask you a personal question?
Go ahead.
Okay. Do you like schmirking?
Oh, I love sex. I worship the Lord of Mekwe, Totorito herself.
So, don't you think that that's a problem? That's why you have a problem with anything God says about it because of your personal desire?
No way. That is blasphemy. I cannot accept it. No, it cannot be a problem to Mekwe now.
No, I'm not saying it's a problem.
You know it.
No.
I think you have a wife.
You didn't get my question, Godkilla. You didn't get my question. My question was, don't you think that it is because of the level at which you hold McQueen, the esteem at which you hold McQueen, don't you think that's why you have a problem with God mentioning it?
No, I think the problem, I connected the problems I've been having to God, right? And the problems would be me having a conversation with people about LGBTQ rights, for example. And wait, just a moment. Yes? Yes? Patron. 2 secondes. Hein?
You are eating my time, oh.
Jouer avec quoi?
Faut utiliser my time.
nourriture.
Jouer avec quoi?
Jouer avec ta nourriture. Je n'ai rien fait avec ta nourriture. Vas-y. Ah oui, c'est bon.
So, my brother, the reason I'm asking is this. You're right. Is there anywhere in scriptures where the Bible tell you that you should not mekwe? Or does it tell you that you have to mekwe in a certain paradigm?
Well, yes. It says a man cannot knock a man. You should not.
Hold on now. You didn't get my question. My question is this: did the Bible say that you should not mekwe, or does the Bible give you a parameter? On which,
and that's the yes I was given. Yes, it does regulate intimacy.
Good. So to regulate something, is it not different from saying to not allow it?
Oh, I mean, amongst that regulations are abominations, and you can't tell me abominations.
The question is this: does the Bible say that we should not mekwe?
In specific cases, yes, it does.
Okay. I'll ask again. Does the Bible say we should not mekwe, or does the Bible gives us a paradigm or a perimeter on which we can mekwe? Which is it?
That's the nicer word. I would say it limits the possibilities of mekwe.
No.
It's not rather like a paradigm.
Okay, so it gives us a scope. It gives us a scope on which we can mekwe, right?
Boundaries, not scope, brother.
Call it whatever.
Scope is nice.
Call it whatever you want. Call it whatever you want. So the Bible does not say we cannot mekwe. The Bible only gives us a guideline on how we can mekwe. Right? Now,
I hope the others are understanding mekwe at this point, bro.
Well, I'm sure they do. Mekwe is the coming together with man and woman in a mekwe manner.
Yeah, of two people, it's intimacy. You see, of two people.
So anyway, it's okay.
Because you're picking the one side. Sorry.
Okay. So my question now is this: do you think that the guidelines, right? Do you think that the guidelines on which mekweing was given, looking at it not from an emotional perspective, but from an objective and a logical perspective, do you think that paradigm, that scope or that limitations or whatever, do you think that if it is followed, it will yield a more positive outcome or a more negative outcome? To be honest with yourself.
It's not as simple as that. Honestly, I would say
Godkilla, I'm not saying it's simple. I'm asking, looking at it from statistics.
I think it would actually make society better. for
Good.
everyone to have freedom with intimacy, because it's
Wait.
intimacy
So
with
you
consent
think?
is no one's problem.
Wait. You think that indiscriminate McQueen would make society better?
More time for McQueen.
I'm done, host. Do you think?
Well, I'm not saying indiscriminate is something else, but the freedom to make it how you want is something.
What's the meaning of indiscriminate? Indiscriminate is something that does not have limitations or boundaries.
Indiscriminate McQuay sounds like you don't care who you knock.
Prophet, someone wants to sponsor the two of you to continue speaking. Appa, you need to send it to the account.
Thank you so much.
Appa, thanks, man.
Thank you. So, Godkilla, the question I'm asking you is this,
Appa,
right?
no, this is not thanks. So this is punishment. Okay, go ahead.
So, the question I'm asking you is this, right? You honestly, because you said that indiscriminate, what is the meaning of indiscriminate? Indiscriminate means without boundaries. So God gives us boundaries. So what you are saying is that indiscriminate McQueen would create a better society than controlled McQueen. Is that what you're saying?
The thing is the way you use the word indiscriminate. You know, indiscriminate McQueen is already to knock someone. So if you say indiscriminate McQueen, it's like I don't care who I knock, and that's not what I'm saying.
Well, so what are you saying then?
It's without boundaries. No, it's rather, okay, I should say it should be some kind of indiscriminate perception of intimacy then.
Wait,
in the sense that in the sense that you understand that intimacy
Godkilla
doesn't have to do with
Godkilla. What is the meaning? What is the meaning of indiscriminate or doing something indiscriminately?
Is to act randomly without care. I actually typed it up because after I talk on my basic
so is one of them
of English, I will look it up.
Brother, is one of them without boundaries, acting without boundaries?
It says randomly without care or lacking careful choice, often causing harm. So this is not what I'm talking about.
Without boundary, my brother?
There's no without boundary here, sorry.
Oh, so you are looking for the specific word, not the context.
This is the context. Indiscriminate actions means no planning.
Yes.
Affecting something that affects everyone. How does my indiscriminate, even if I want to knock anyone without care, knock anything, how does that affect anybody?
Okay.
Other than the two of us involved.
Oh, hold on. Now,
and then it's not selective. No. Even if wait.
Bros, be calming down.
Everybody picks. No, I'm trying to tell you why I don't agree with the words you're trying to use. That's what's happening. It's fine.
Just hold on. Is it possible to not envisage an outcome and yet that outcome is there? Is it possible to not plan an outcome and yet you arrive at that outcome?
Yeah.
Good. So when we talk about McQueen, right? The fact that you can do it how you like, when you like, with whom you like,
yes,
right? Whatever time you like, does that not make it indiscriminate? Okay, so what makes something indiscriminate?
Indiscriminate. I think it's even worse than how do you call this word again? Erratic. It sounds like erratic behavior pushed even further, to be indiscriminate. That's why I can't use this. I can't use this word for sexual. To represent the ideas I'm trying to use.
So hold on. So let's keep that standard. The reason why I emphasized it is so that when I come somewhere, we would stay there. Okay. Now, do you believe?
You're trying to trap me. Okay.
Hold on now. Do you believe that a 7-year-old girl who wants to McQuay an 11-year-old boy, do you think that that's okay?
No.
Why?
But again, there's so many different things. There are so many different things to unpack. You ask why now. Okay, you ask why.
Okay, go ahead.
Why? Because there are so many different things to unpack here. Of course, that's not. Doesn't make sense, right? For people under puberty to be talking about Mekwe in the first
Makes
place.
sense. I
And
ask if
wait,
it's
wait, wait.
right or
No,
wrong.
no, no, no. I'm trying to explain. And again, I don't even think that the playing around that little
Something
children
might
do.
not make sense doesn't mean it's wrong or right.
I beg you now. I'm saying the play. We cannot conclude that the playing that little children do, is equivalent to what adults call Mekwe.
So,
That's what I'm saying.
so if the 11 years old boy put his something inside the 6-year-old girl, is that not McQueen? Or
Child's play.
it's not McQueen.
Yeah, it's child play.
So we define McQueen by the understanding of the action. Is that what you are saying?
This one is a difficult question.
I know.
Yeah, but let's just it's Mekwe. Simple. It's Mekwe. Let's keep it there.
It's McQueen. So I'm now going back to the question: is it right for 11-year-old boy and 6-year-old girl to be McQueen?
No.
Why?
Not.
But they are human beings. They can make their own decisions. They have right to their own body. And McQueen when you like, how you like, when you like.
Don't have enough reasoning faculties, and especially
which goes back to the question.
wait. Especially decision making. Let me finish now. That's why I'm telling you there's so many ways you can unpack that to simply be foolish child play.
Godkilla. We both agreed that McQueen is not determined by the mindset, it's determined by the action.
Oh.
You agree to that?
Yes.
So, if then it is not by the mindset, it is by the action, why then it is wrong? Is it then wrong for a 6-year-old girl and 11-year-old boy to be McQueen if it is not if it's not based on the mind but just by the action? Why is it then wrong?
Okay, let me start by saying it is not wrong.
Oh, you have changed your position now.
Wait, no. I would say it's not. Wait. I'm finishing it. Why are you guys so excited? It is not wrong, objectively. I would not approve of that, right? Because I mean, again, if you want to look at it like I'm trying to bring it back to this objectivity. If you want to look at it objectively, you might end up saying that this is just child's play.
Okay.
Because these humans don't have
do you have kids? Do you have kids? Do you have kids?
I said no.
Good. So I have a boy, right? And I have nieces. So if my niece comes from school and says 11-year-old boy McQueen her who was 6, should I take that as just play? Oh, it didn't happen. They were just playing. Or should I tackle the issue?
Host. Before I say the next thing, I want to say, well, if he gives me the time to say it, I would like for this not to be included, in the repost of the show because it's a very personal thing. And yes, you can continue. Sorry. Okay. Thank you.
Now, Godkilla, this is exactly now you're going exactly to my point. This is exactly.
Yeah, I'm saying they thought it's play and they don't even know what they're doing. Exactly. They're just seeing things happen.
But at the end of the day, whether they know what is going on or they don't know, because you know, that's why you are able to question it, because you understand that their idea or knowledge of it does not change the fact that the action is what it is. Right?
Okay.
Good. Yeah, so that's why I'm coming back to the point that if we have a society where there's a particular thing, let's use schmecking now, which is something you hold, as there's a particular thing that is not controlled in any capacity, then there will be a problem, because as human beings, one thing...
Actually, on this level, we agree. Huh?
Exactly. One thing that helps us to live in society is control, limitations. Because if there's no control, anybody can choose to say, this thing makes me happy. And because I'm the ultimate decision maker of my right and wrong, I can do it.
Yes.
But because society understands that human beings, individuals, are not the ultimate arbiter of right and wrong, that's why they had to put limitations and measures in place to say, okay, we know that schmecking is for everybody, but if you as a 21-year-old person decides to say, okay, you want to go and be lashing an 11-year-old person, we will remove you from society. Whether or not the 11-year-old person claims to accept it, to want it, or
this is
to agree
wonderful.
with it.
But
Good. So what I'm trying to say to you
I
is
can't
this.
disagree with you at this point.
Good. But what I'm trying to say to you is this.
I cannot disagree at you in this point because now we're talking about human regulation, human reasoning.
Good.
Go ahead.
I'm saying